Melissa.
I'm Patty.
And we are
El
Efecto
Efecto
Podcast.
Podcast.
Welcome back, guys.
Yes, welcome back.
Thanks for watching last episode. Thanks for supporting, showing all the love.
Yeah, it was a very heavy episode just given the state of our country. And we just want to make a little disclaimer that, and we've been talking about this like on our socials and whatnot, but like we're definitely going to keep talking about it because we do feel it's important. And I feel like if you're not talking about it, why aren't you talking about it? Especially if you're part of the marginalized group. So, yeah, we're going to continue to talk about it. We'll touch on it a little bit today. But,
guys, if you notice, their setup's a little different, which means we have
a
a guest. I am so excited to introduce today's guest, Latina queen. Content creator, doing the damn thing, doing it all. Wednesday.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Oh my gosh, we're so excited to have you.
yes, we're so excited.
Also, we were talking about it in the car, but it's been like a year since we've had a guest, which is
A
crazy.
year?
Yeah. It went by quick.
Yeah,
so.
girl.
Extra special.
The first guest of 2025.
Let's go.
I'm so excited. But Wednesday, for those of you who may not know who you are, introduce yourself. What is it that you do? Where are you from? Just let the people know.
Okay, a little bit. Thank you for that introduction, by the way. Very thankful to be here. But my name is Wednesday. I am your favorite fashion Latina mommy bestie. Mm-hmm. I am from South Central LA, so born and raised, very proud. A little bit of what I do, I like to say that I'm very multifaceted. I am a content creator. I specialize in fashion, lifestyle, and I dabble a little bit into beauty. But I also do modeling on the side, a little gig or two here and there. I work in marketing. So I am a content creator, but I'm also a 9-to-5 baddie.
Period.
So yeah, I'm a corporate baddie. I'm a content creator. I do modeling, and I work in marketing.
She does it all.
Of it.
All the above, bitch. All the above.
She really does.
It's a lot. No, yeah, I know. Even right now that you're saying that, like it's like you're 9 to 5, and on top of that, I mean, we see you killing it. So,
babe, you're pushing out content, and it's not just I'm just posting video here and there. Like it's quality content, multiple videos like a day, and I'm just like her editing, guys. If you aren't following her, you guys
better go follow her
because it's tea.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. But yeah, and then I know you mentioned just like fashion. That's one thing I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We were telling,
we can't wait to see her outfit.
Know, we were literally in the car.
And then we showed up and just
y'all see this?
We all the same fit, like Spider-Man me.
Yeah. No, dead ass. Porque si no saben, Mexico juega hoy.
And we're gonna win, okay?
Yeah,
and also to represent.
Better.
So
yeah,
come on.
Yes, but if you had to describe your content style in 3 mood or emojis, what would they be?
Ooh, and 3. What is it?
Like the mood or the emojis?
The emojis?
She said, hold on.
Have you seen... I'm gonna say the ones that I've been using the most, but I think I would say... Have you seen the one where like they're kind of looking down, but it's like... I don't know how to describe the emotion, but it kind of looks like... It's not a side eye, but it's like a yeah, girl.
Yes!
But like the emoji's looking down, and you can see that there's like a little I don't know if it is like air.
With the light, like the thing.
Yeah, there's like something on the side of the emoji, but it's like looking down. I think that is one because it's like yes, girl, tea.
Yeah,
that is me. That is my outfit. I think the one with the tongue sticking out is definitely me because I will say my outfits are very bold.
Yeah, I love it.
I know the concept of like fashion is political is resurfacing the internet right now. And I think that my fashion is very political and not just in the sense of, wearing like the Mexico jerseys and stuff. Like I don't, how do I say this? Like, I'm very out there with my outfits, so I wear like the mini skirts, the mini shorts, the crop tops. I don't wear bras. That's pretty political.
Period.
So, so definitely the tongue sticking out is me because like my outfits are bold.
Yeah.
Very bold, and I'm not afraid, and I don't apologize for it. So
Period.
that's number
That's
2, emoji with the tongue sticking out. And I think The third one, that is a good one. Maybe. Damn, that is a good one. How else would I describe my outfit fashion with emojis? Think maybe the
A fire
the flip,
emoji?
yeah, like
Oh,
the
wait,
fire,
the heart sign.
Yeah, with the
but with the
flame.
fire, yeah, with the
Yeah,
flames.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
You can cut everything. that huge pause. But yeah, so the fire emoji, the heart emoji with the flames.
Yes.
That's definitely me. Absolutely, Aries. Hello.
No, I
Period.
could
Fire
see that.
sign.
Like that one
Yeah.
to a T, like
Yeah.
as just even one.
Yeah.
I like 100%.
Those three.
And then this next question for you: what's something super random that always sparks for like your joy lately? Like something that you just look forward to, or like that you're just that it just makes you happy.
My cats.
Oh, okay.
How many? Shout them out. How many? What kind are they? What are their names?
Color.
So I actually have 7.
Oh my
girl.
we were
I did not expect that.
I can't wait to see them. We're like, oh fuck.
Have you guys seen that video of Canelo's gonna fight recently? And then one of the guys, they were having an interview or whatnot. They were talking about their kids. They're like, how many kids do you have? He's like, and he literally said, 7. He said, 7?
Canelo has 7 kids.
No, I'm sorry. The other
guy,
guy.
the other guy.
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
But the opponent. But that was literally yesterday.
Yeah,
No, you're just seeing your faces.
7. Pop off queen.
I have 7 kitties. It's because one thing I used to dedicate myself to was the strays in my neighborhood. I got them all spayed. So they wouldn't have any more cats because there's a really big overpopulation of cats in Los Angeles. So, I'm trying to do my
Yeah, girl.
due diligence of a citizen, and I got I had 8, but one of them died recently. So I'm so
I'm
sad.
sorry.
But yeah, so I have 7 cats and they bring me so much joy. But I have 3 of them are outside, and then my mom has 2, and then I have 2.
Okay.
So, but I count them as
Yeah,
they're all my babies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that brings me a lot of joy, especially the ones that live with me. Those are my baby girls. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Girl, 7, you go.
I know, like
But
that's crazy.
on top of working full time, pushing out content, she's a
a
mother.
mom of
She is a
7.
mother.
Okay.
Mama, mommy.
Of 7.
Mamacita.
Okay, so because you brought that up, I just started
She
watching.
just started.
I never watched any
Welcome.
season.
I'm there.
Nothing. No, honestly. Because I was like, no, I'm like, okay, whatever. One, I didn't have Peacock, so I was like, whatever, I don't really care. And I would always see it on TikTok. But this season, I feel like more than any other season, is
It's being
constantly
watched.
on my feed.
That too.
So I feel like I'm just, and I was like, I need to know the new, I had so many questions. I'm like, I need to know. So I literally started it last week. I just finished episode, I think it's like 7. It's the one where Charlie gets voted
Oh,
off.
girl, you have a long way
Yeah.
to go.
I know, girl. I know.
And it's so hard to get on the internet with Love Island because
It's
everyone
everywhere.
everyone's posts it. Brands
Yeah.
use it as marketing.
Yeah. Did you guys see
It's a
the
big
Maya
thing.
Papaya with Poppy?
Yes. I hope they run her
That's
a check.
exactly. I'm like, what?
When she gets out that villa,
Yeah.
a check better be
Yeah, because
mailed
at this
to
moment,
her.
and her name is being used
Yup.
And her name is
everything.
Honestly, though, legally, can they do that?
I mean, if her name's not trademarked, yeah. I know.
Damn, I would have loved for her to have trademarked that before
Like,
anybody.
anybody. Yeah,
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. But
welcome.
I know. I'm
Okay,
like,
anyways, sorry, I got a little distracted.
we love that.
Okay, so now we have a little, just like fun, little personal questions. So, what are 3 accessories that can take a basic fit to a Wednesday fit?
Oh, I love that you said Wednesday.
Yeah, girl.
3 accessories that take a basic fit to a Wednesday fit is definitely a belt.
Okay.
Adding a belt to your outfit. Obviously, of course, it depends on what kind of outfit. But if you have, let's say, a maxi skirt and a cute top, a really nice belt will like shift the perspective of the outfit like instantly. So a belt is 1. 2 definitely has to be bangles. And I have them on right now.
Period.
Bangles will literally switch up the vibe of the outfit as well. I wear bangles with damn near every outfit. Because it just adds, you know, a little bit of like sazon.
Flavor, yeah.
Like literally,
Yeah.
literally it adds the sound and just, you know, just seeing like gold or silver on your hands next to your outfits, to me, it just switches it up. I think a 3rd accessory would definitely be also rings. me personally, I normally have acrylics, but this month I decided to just do a cute little gel mani. But I feel like even with the way that you talk, even on my content, if I don't see rings on my finger, I just feel
like naked.
Feel so plain and so naked. And I think a part of your outfits are your mannerisms too, and who you are as a person. So having just rings on your finger to me makes this Wednesday.
Period.
Yeah, I love that. The belt. I need it.
belt.
I know that's one thing because I have 4 rings that I have to wear every day.
Me
like
too.
I have to wear them, and they all have a designated
Finger.
Yeah, I have to. Bracelets, I keep it very simple.
But even that is something.
Yeah, but like very simple. But like I love jewelry that I never take off. Like these necklaces,
here.
I never.
Me, it's earrings. Like,
yeah, that's one thing I learned from her because I used to walk out without earrings all the time, and I would be like, it literally just makes me look more put together.
Yeah, like earrings are my thing.
Yeah. Period. We love that. See, take notes, ladies, because something so simple.
A belt is a big one.
Yeah, I know. I'm taking notes.
A big one.
I know. I rarely wear belts. I have like a chain belt that I wear to like First Fridays, but like that's like.
I have one right now. I have a little chain belt.
Period. She got it all.
I love it.
Okay, so you can only bring 3 things to a carne asada. What are you bringing?
Oh, damn.
Pressure.
3 things to a carne asada. You're gonna find out.
She said, hold on.
You're gonna find out Wednesday does not cook. Because 3 things.
You can buy it.
3 things I'm bringing to a carne asada are
Vibes.
Yeah.
A fire ass fit.
myself. Wait. No, I'm definitely bringing the party, aka me, because I'm a vibe no matter where I go. I don't know if that counts, but me pulling up is an honor. Okay, having Wednesday at a carne asada is an honor, baby. So that's 1. 2, I'm definitely gonna bring my selfie light.
Oh my God. I'm dead.
I love this.
I'm gonna bring my selfie light. And 3, I am not a hachito Latina, but I am a chile and limon lays type of girl. 4, what am I?
3, my lord.
So me, I'm bringing me to the carne asada, a selfie light, and chile limon lays.
Period.
Honestly, we love all of that.
I know.
Because we can find all of that at a carne asada.
And then, because everything else is already there. Yeah. And then what we're going to do together, make some TikToks. You got the light ready.
Exactly, the light is ready.
Always. I'm always like...
I
know, we're always like, Patty.
El party ya llegó. Like, hello.
Exactly. Literally.
I love that.
Love it. Okay. So do you ever look at your younger self and think, like, damn, she's so proud of me right now? And what would you say to your younger self?
Oh my God, that's so crazy that you brought up this. You brought up this topic because I was just reading a post yesterday of I don't know who said it, but someone on IG posted it and it said like younger me would be so proud. Mm-hmm. Oh, I say this all the time whenever something great happens to me in the influencer world or the content world or just in Wednesday's world in general. But yes, a younger me would be very proud. Mm-hmm. She would be very, very proud. She would be crying. She wouldn't believe it. She would be like, what? Like, that is really us? And I think one thing that what's the second part? You said one thing I would tell her.
What would she say? What would she say?
I think little me would say, I told you so. Oh. I think she would say like, I knew you were going to be something. I knew you were going to be something for sure. She would say those 2 things.
I love that.
I told you so, and I knew you were going to be something big because I've always felt that. And my mom would always say it too. She's like, desde que eras niña, tú siempre ibas a ser una estrella. My mom, like, my mom's so supportive of my influencer journey. I love it so much. And I think it fits me. Mm-hmm. I was just thinking about this the other day and I was reflecting and I was like, I finally found something that I'm good at. Mm-hmm. And that's whether it's creating content, whether it's styling and inspiring others to do the same. So little me would definitely tell me, I told you so, and I knew you were gonna make it.
Yeah, and honestly, even from seeing like all of your content, I feel like I know, like it comes so naturally to you, you know?
It's so natural.
It's so natural, so real, and it's like you're just showing yourself. You're showing up as yourself. And I think that's so important, especially nowadays, because with social, we know that everything can be so filtered and like,
And
you know,
curated.
yes. And it's like, no, when I see that from you, I'm like, damn it. Okay, cool. I can relate to her.
Yeah.
Like, it's real.
Like, it's very genuine. I feel like that's even something, because the first time I met you was at First Fridays.
Yes.
We got introduced. But even then, I felt like I knew you because I've been following you.
Content.
And look, again, because, guys, she's pushing out content.
Yeah.
And you're showing you're giving your full self
Yeah.
from, like, our perspective as your viewer.
Wow.
And,
I
like,
appreciate
it's,
that.
no, like, that's all you. Like,
Yeah.
and
Like,
we appreciate it because we need
yes.
more Latinas out there in that space.
100%. Like when the whole like Vogue Bad Bunny girl, I was like,
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Don't worry. There's a question.
That star. Let's put a star on that one.
that whole time we'll come back.
We'll put a pin. Now we're gonna. It'll come back. There's a question that it'll tie back. But we literally fangirled over that. It was insane. Okay, this one's a little interesting. What's like your toxic trait as a content creator? Like, I post it and then 5 minutes later, if I don't like it, I delete it. Like something along those lines.
That's a really good question. And I have an answer immediately. My toxic trait as a creator is I don't edit my content right away. And then I get overwhelmed. So I have ADHD and I just found out. So I've been like raw dogging life. I just got diagnosed in the beginning of this year. So I was 28 at that time. I'm 29 now. So my biggest toxic trait is that I let my content sit a little bit too long, and then I get super overwhelmed. And the feeling of overwhelmness is a really big ADHD symptom. It's probably one of the things that I struggle the most with like my diagnosis. So leaving my content and like not editing right away is probably like my toxic trait. But I will say, not that I'm defending myself, but time is really hard. So because I manage all of those things, and because Wednesday is this, and that, sometimes unintentionally my content also gathers up. And then when I have time to edit it, I'm like, whoa, this is a lot.
Yeah.
So I think that is definitely a toxic trait that I'm trying to work through. And sometimes I give myself moments of, you know what, you have a window right now, let's edit a video. And I'll give myself deadlines. Not I don't know if that's a deadline, more of
to hold yourself accountable.
I give myself those tasks here and there. I'll tell myself, okay, let's edit 1 video today. Let's edit 2 today. Let's edit 3, you know?
You break it down. That's not so
it's not so overwhelming, because there's days where I don't edit at all. And then I get to it and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Period. No, I feel that. Especially because I feel like the way you edit, it's like very intricate.
Thank
like,
you. Yeah, so you get me.
Yeah,
you
there's a very... Guys, once you start following her, because you guys have to follow her, and start looking at her content, like, I can see a video and I just know it's you by, like, your editing style.
Yay.
Like, it's very much like, that's Wednesday's vibe.
Thank you. My goals are being met.
Yeah.
I love that. That makes me so happy to hear that feedback as a viewer. So thank you so much, because I'm going to keep doing that.
Period.
Yeah. No, girl, and you're getting it done. So on top of everything. So
no, literally.
Definitely.
And it's just the beginning.
It is.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to make it.
Oh, 1,000%.
I know I'm going to make it.
I'm like, we're
1,000%.
clipping that because we're
Yeah,
manifesting that.
I know I'm going to make it. I believe in myself so much. That's a very
I
positive
fucking
trait.
love this energy. I love
believe
that.
in myself so much, and in me, apart from what my mom told me, I knew that I was gonna be in the entertainment or something. Like as a kid, I was in acting classes.
Oh wow!
So I thought I wanted to be an actress. But now that I'm older, I'm like, ew, no. Although I did come out in a film last year, but
oh really?
I did. I was very proud of myself. Little me would have been like, yes, we did it. But I know I'm getting off tangent, but I have always known that I was going to be, whether it was on TV or modeling or something. So this is me literally just stepping into my energy.
Love that.
Yeah.
How do you channel that?
Yeah.
As because honestly we struggle.
I respect that so much, because it's
that's
girl.
like the self love is like self-loving, and it's like you said you've always been that way, but
well, not always, but I've always believed in myself, but it did take me a while to get to this mindset. I actually have I used to struggle a lot with self-esteem, with self-love. So this is like years years in the making. I think a lot of it is definitely like positive affirmations. And I think my community and people telling me how I am helps. Because, you know, we're our biggest critics. So we think that we're like this, but in reality we're like that, right?
Yeah.
So I think believing what your loved ones tell you and like actually like having it locked in your head, like this is who you are, this is who your friends say you are.
Yeah.
Like believe it. Like this is you. So I think for me, a lot of it was therapy. Therapy is a big one. And of course, like your usual self-affirmations, and then just stepping into that power. Like I think also acknowledging traits that you have that you just know, like, you know what, I'm gonna be proud of it, you know. Like I for a very long time I used to hate myself. Like I'm telling y'all, like Wednesday, this is, I don't know if this is Wednesday's redemption arc. But like, you know, in high school I struggled so much with self-esteem. I was severely depressed, and I also, like, trigger warning, but I used to struggle with suicide ideation. Like, I was a very, like, I don't want to say mentally ill. That sounds so wrong, but I struggled with mental illness a lot. So to come out on this side, it took years of therapy. It took years of reflection and listening to people when they tell you, like, hey, this is you, and you're amazing, and you know, you're so loving and you're so bright and bubbly. And I feel like this is why I love content creation and why I love being an influencer. I feel like this career was a second chance at life for me. I feel like I'm doing things that I never thought that I could. My self-esteem and my self-confidence is insane.
I love it.
It's insane. Now I'm like, why not? You know, like,
that.
why not? Before I used to be like, no, but like, but now I'm like, no, bitch. Why not? Why, literally, why not? Why can't this happen? Why can't that happen? And I think I just finally tapped into who I am. And also rebranding too, because, you know, obviously I identify as Wednesday. So I hate to break it to y'all, but it's not my real name.
An exclusive.
She said, let me just drop that in
You
there.
know, but that's a part of it. Like, I think one day it's like free will. One day I woke up and I decided, you know what? This is what I want.
Yeah.
This is who I want to be. I'm going to get to that. And that's what I did.
I love
that, especially as, again, two girls that also struggle a lot with that. And I think it's so beautiful that at least it is possible, but with putting in the work.
No, putting in the work is a big one. Like therapy. If you don't believe in therapy, good luck to you.
Period.
Good luck to you, because you have to believe. I'm a big advocate for therapy.
Yeah.
Or if you want to do
well.
life coaching, self-help books, that also works too. I'm in my self-help book era. A lot of it is just doing the work and making yourself feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because that's really what it is. Like, you have to check yourself. You have to be like, yo, I'm a toxica. I'm not. But I was, you know, so you have to think about that. You have to think about, like, you know, what are these little toxic traits that you have that you need to work on? It's just honestly being very, like, self-aware.
Yeah.
I think listening is a big one. Like, if 10 people are telling you you're like this, it's like, okay,
like there's something.
maybe let me dial back, and, you know, but also, and that's not just negatively. If 10 people are telling you, hey, you're doing great at this, or like you're really good at this, like, listen to that.
Like, listen,
and that's
believe
how
it.
Believe it. So
But
I think,
don't be bashful.
yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. So it's like, I think we get so stuck on the negativity, and this is everyone, even myself included. I could have 10 good things happen to me this year, and I will be stuck on the one bad thing that didn't happen or did happen, you know? And that's just society as a whole. We have that issue, but it's reframing. Reframing is a big one. It's probably the hardest thing as an adult, is like reframing your mindset. And that's all that therapy is. Therapy teaches you that. It teaches you, that's what positive affirmations are. You're reframing your brain.
You're literally speaking it into existence.
You're speaking into existence. You're rewiring your brain to think this versus that. And that's what's helped me become Wednesday.
No, honestly, I feel like we needed to hear this. So you talking, I looked at Mely and started laughing, because that's kind of our dynamic, and that's also kind of why we started our podcast. But like, we're each other's biggest cheerleader. Like, I usually always tell her, like, bitch, no, da da da. She tells me, but we're like, I guess that's our toxic trait where we're like, oh yeah, but da da da.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so easy to be
Yeah.
like. I'm still like that to this day. I relapse
Yeah.
into my own mindset all the time, but that is the work.
Yeah.
That is
and
the work.
it's something that happens every day. Like it's not something that you just do and that's it. It's literally constant work.
Yeah, because even right now when you're saying it, obviously right away, I'm like, oh my gosh, all right, but you gotta like get into this mindset.
Like she's yelling at us right now. She's giving us a fucking lecture.
Y'all better, you heard? Hurry up. But no, and it's also refreshing because it's like you're speaking about one. It's taken some time.
Yeah,
It's taken some time to get through it. Yeah. And it's like,
Years.
and it's the reality also of what you've faced throughout your life and what you just said, therapy. We're very much advocates for therapy within our channel, within our life. Like that's something that we 100% always recommend. I recently started it again, and it was because Patty also was like, she encouraged it because it's also hard to go to therapy and accept all of these things and talk, So it's like refreshing to hear that because it's like, all of that, it's what's gotten you to one where you are now, putting in that work and truly, again, like you just said, believing in yourself, keeping those people around you. Like when you said your mom, like, supports you and all of this, I'm like, oh, I love that. Like, and your friends. So
she calls me Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, like
See?
my mom, my
love
mom
it.
gets it. My mom gets it, but she also saw it as a kid, and she tells me that all the time. All the time, like she's like, "Desde niña, tú eres así," but like she's like, my mom knew it. My mom knew it.
Oh.
I've always felt it, and that I know it at that time. No, but like maybe not. Maybe no is the wrong word, but I always knew I was gonna be something and someone.
Yeah.
But I know little me had a hard time fully believing it, but she knew it was there. So. Yeah, it's my destiny.
No, honestly, step into your power, baby.
No,
Yeah.
literally, please do.
Yes.
Please do.
But I love that. And this all kind of leads into like this next segment of just like your creator journey and everything that you've been, done. I mean, oh my God, what was that? I don't know. Anyways, into your creator journey. So this one here, when did you first realize you had something worth sharing online and how did you lean into that? So it connects very much to what you just mentioned.
Does connect. When did I feel like I needed to share? I think my journey as a creator actually started when I was an undergrad because when I was in college was when I fully stepped into creative me. I used to be a blogger.
Oh.
Yeah, so I used to blog, and at that time I would blog about thrifting, right? I would go thrifting, find a cool piece, shoot in it, and then talk about it, right? That was my blog originally was, but I would also share. And undergrad, I struggled a lot. Everybody does. What do they call it? Freshman 15?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So when I was in college, I gained weight. And, like, being a Latina, Latino household, you know how they are with weight. That was a big conversation in my family. And my mom, I know I just said she was my supporter. But she used to be my biggest hater, too. We can talk about that. Mothers.
Cut the cameras. Dia, stop listening right now.
No, literally. But I mean, it's a thing that happens in our community.
Yeah.
So my mom used to be really on me when it came to my weight. So for me, I got into the like body positivity movement. And that's when I felt like I needed to share. So on social media, I became very like, I know I have curves, I know I have a belly, but I'm still going to wear whatever the hell I want. So I think that's where my creator journey essentially started and where I felt the need to share something with my community. And at that time was like body insecurities, right? Like, everybody knows that weight gain or weight loss, both of them can do something to you. And all that matters is like however you feel and whatever body you're at. Like I've never been the type to look at a weight. I've always been on like, how do I feel?
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, to me, that's always what it has been for me. So at that time, I think sharing like whatever body image issues I had, and I still have some to this day, but I feel like it's also like society. A lot of it is society. And like, I know that not like every Latina is curvy, but I think as being a curvy Latina, like it's just something that some people just have, some people don't, people have this, some people have that. It's just something that we just have to acknowledge. Like not everybody's meant to look the same, and whatever you do have, own it. And I think that's what I kind of think that's what I started. I think that's one thing I felt like sharing was like body image issues, and as a kid, I struggled with like eating too. Like I was like borderline, like anemic when I was a kid because I wouldn't eat because I had body image issues. Can you believe that? I was like 7 years old and I didn't want to eat. You know, like I'm telling you, like society has a huge. You know,
girl,
growing up,
you preach to the choir over here. I
know.
No, it's
we've been there,
and it's a big one. It's a big one, and I think that's the beauty of just like growing up is just remembering like you're not all supposed to be the same. You know, so it's okay if you are curvy, if you are plus size, if you're thin, if you're whatever. You know, like that is your body. You just gotta learn to love it in whatever stage it is. So that's what I felt like I started sharing first was like my body positive like. You know, movement or phase of my life. Well, not phase because I'm still in it, but yeah.
Oh my God. No, I love that so much.
It's so important because, like, especially when growing up, you think there's a certain mold to your point of what we're supposed to look like. And being Latinas, like, let's be fucking for real. What was on TV was mainly white girls. Like what
they were white Latinas.
They were the standard.
Tiny.
Yeah, like they were the standard.
Yeah, they were the standard. Yeah.
But now it's like someone like you comes out on the scene and it's like, no, like bitch, I love myself. I look bomb.
Yeah.
And I don't look like her. I look like me, and I'm still a bad bitch.
Absolutely. Right. So that was me. That was me when I was in college. You know, like I had gained weight, and you know. Family always has something to say, but at that time I was like, yo, if I gain weight, I gain weight. Oh well. And I still feel that way too. Like I went to Mexico recently and my family all commented on my weight. And I was just like, why do we always have to comment on people's bodies?
Maybe in 2025, like get it together. We do not do that in 2025.
And that's also to say like I'm not even like a plus size girl, so I also feel like that's really fucked up.
Yep.
Like you know, like what do you have to say about plus size bodies? You know, so it's like I don't like the whole commenting on like people's bodies. It's just like, can we leave that?
And I am also like, and I'm not even trying to be rude or anything, but I'm like, reflect on yourself as well.
I was about to
You're
say
gonna
that.
reflect, like you're like, you're gonna comment on us.
The front camera for you, babe.
Like, come on, no, but like I feel like you just said, it's just part of. Like, sadly, the Latino community and our culture. Yeah. It's like always. Yeah, I remember that too. Growing up, I had it for sure, like that too, and it affected me so much. Went to college, I came back tiny one semester, and then the next semester I was bigger, but I was like happier. I was focusing on a lot of things, and then hearing those comments, I went back, came back again, and I was tiny again. So it was because it was all here. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna hear everyone comment on it, and then like that, you know, it made me not even want to come back certain times. I'm like, I'm gonna stay here, like I'm gonna enjoy it because I went to school in San Francisco, so it was nice. Like, so it was just like the back and forth.
And they wonder why you don't come home.
Yeah,
and then they wonder why you go no contact.
Telling you, like protecting my peace.
Yes.
I'm very big on that, and we're on this journey because, baby,
I love this.
Like, dude, no, like I'm definitely given like we're talking about like our signs, Aries. I'm definitely like the tough one. I'm like, bitch, defend yourself. Like, and she's the one for me that's like, okay, bitch, like be fucking for real. Like, let's balance. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to war. I'm ready to burn this shit down.
Like,
she's like, maybe we shouldn't burn it down.
Let's talk about it. Maybe let's just break it. Not burn it.
I'm ready to like go all in.
No, you are literally my little brother to me because he's a Libra and he is my voice of reason. I'm like you. I'm ready to.
Let's go. I'm ready to pop off.
You want me to light this shit?
Because I will.
No,
you just tell me.
Give me the green light and it's a go.
Like it's done.
I tell her all the time, I'm like, there's been times, even recently within the last year, where she's had to be like, stop. Yeah. No, don't take it that. I'm like, oh, like
fine. Yeah.
Why are we like this?
We're just passionate.
We are.
That's the word. That's the word.
Like people love to call me emotional. I am, but I'm passionate. I feel every emotion to the extreme.
Exactly. And Amaya papaya.
We
really are Amaya. Oh, she's a Scorpio. It makes sense.
I'm a Scorpio rising.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of that, but
she's what is it? Oh my God, what did she say? Sensitive gang.
That's literally us. That's literally Aries.
I am very emotional. Like I cry.
Me too.
For everything. If I'm happy, sad, when I'm pissed, like, and I'm an empath. I'm an empath
Me
through and through,
too.
which is why like everything that's going on in the world,
It
or like
affects us to a different level.
or like when I fucking love you, like whenever this bitch is hurting, it's as if I'm physically
It's like
ill.
twins, you know?
No, like I
That twin
can
feeling.
sense it, and it's like I have pressure literally right here, like, and I'm just like, oh my god,
We're literally the same person because I'm the exact same
Girl.
way. It is
it's
insane.
exhausting sometimes.
It is
I'm like,
exhausting
bitch, I'm
because
tired.
we care.
It's like, I
It's
don't
because we
want to.
care
Yeah.
too much, but there's no
Yeah.
such thing as too much. It's just like next to the average person, we care
Yeah.
a lot
A little
more. But like
more.
you said, we're very passionate people in everything that we do.
Everything.
With everyone we talk to, we love. It's like.
Even how we were talking, we were like getting up, and using our hands.
Said, hold
I'm
on.
telling you, we're my bias for sure.
Sensitive King says. And another one for you. So, what have been the biggest challenges as a Latina creator navigating this space?
I think for me, the problem that I've had navigating this space, and I'm not trying to be messy, but I think dealing with people's egos, I think is hard. Like mean girl energy. It's a thing in the influencer world. It really is. So for me, that's been a struggle because as an Aries, I want to fight.
No, literally.
But obviously,
You're like
I'm not gonna
me.
do that. Like we're not gonna do that. But no, it's just in the sense of like, I think just dealing with. I'm gonna just say mean girl energy.
Yeah.
Because it really is. That's really what it is. I'm definitely am not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's like Jenny Rivera used to say like. Yo no soy moneda de oro.
Yep.
Right? She said,
Yeah.
no soy,
Right?
Yeah.
no soy monedita de oro, so I don't care. Like, no me importa si no me quieres. Like,
Yeah.
Si no me quieres, like, it's... Although I am gold, bitch.
Period.
But I know she said it as
Yeah,
an
real
analogy.
quick.
Like,
Yeah.
yo soy monedita de oro, so I don't care si no me
everyone's
quieres.
cup of tea.
And that's how I feel in general. And this is not just, like, in the creator world, but... It is a hard pill to swallow. Like, you know, not everyone's going to like you, and you have to be okay with that. But I also think that it's kind of hard to navigate because the entire point of being a creator is like you have the entire point of being an influencer is like you want people to like you, to like your content. But if they don't, it's cool. Just unfollow me and keep it pushing.
How has your identity as a Latina shaped your content?
Ooh, I really like this question because it has shaped my content a lot. I think I've always been very pro-Latina on my social media. Like when I was in college, my captions, you know, I always acknowledged it, but I have tapped into it a lot more. And I think it has a lot to do with me going to Mexico 2 years ago because I hadn't been to the motherland in 20 years.
What part of Mexico?
My family's from Jalisco.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and I went in 2023, right? 2023?
We're in 20,
Yeah.
25,
Yeah, so I went in 2023 for the first time in 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for the first time in 20 years. And I definitely think that going to the motherland, going back to my roots, I feel like I came back, and I always say this, and I make fun of it, but not in a bad way, so don't cancel me. But I always be like, yo, I came back bien fucking, like, belicona. Like, even my mom, too. My mom would be like, she'd be like, you know, you've been hanging out with, like, you know, she's like, you saliste más mexicana. And I'm just like, well, mom, I needed to go home.
Yeah.
I needed to go home to the motherland, you know. But I think that's beautiful. I think tapping into your roots, because like I said, for 20 years I didn't go.
Yeah.
For 20 years, that's a long time. So for 20 years, I was more. I don't want to say Americanized, but definitely just more. LA, more like LA, more like Chicana, you know, just an LA baby. But now I'm just like both, definitely. I think I have a more relationship with like Mexico. So I think it has shaped my content a lot because I'm, not that I was never proud, but I do show it more on social media. Yeah, you know, like when I go to micheladas and I post pictures at my tejana and I you know, like that. I wouldn't do that before, but also I didn't have a tejana before.
Yeah.
So it's just like I think it's beautiful, and I think I needed to visit my parents' hometown because it just reminded me of like where I came from, you know, where my cultures came from, and you know I don't even want to say the aesthetic, but I've always been very like pro Mexico, like pro Latina. And I have always shown it, but I think now I've tapped into it a lot more. So it's definitely shaped my content a lot now more than ever.
Yeah.
Love that. And honestly, it's so important.
Yeah, it is.
And I feel like it keeps you grounded.
It
And I
does.
think that's what makes your content that's going back to what we said about
Relatable.
feeling like we know you, relatable, genuine,
Aw.
because it's literally like you. And like you're putting in all this work and doing all these things and you're literally just sharing it with the world.
Yeah. Thank
Period.
you. I
Love
appreciate
that.
that a lot. That makes me really happy to hear. So I'm gonna keep going.
No,
Girl, this is why
keep
we were like,
going.
we need Wednesday on here.
No, literally. Okay. So, what's a moment where you truly felt seen either by your community, audience, family, Vogue?
Do you want me to talk about Vogue?
Yes.
We can talk about Vogue.
Yeah, let's talk about Vogue, babe.
I think, okay, y'all are gonna find this so crazy. I love telling this story, but I think that Vogue feature or highlight was definitely, I think it was my dad and my brother. I think they made that happen because I was telling my mom. Yes, thank you. I was telling my mom, before I get into it, one of my favorite affirmations are the right eyes are always on me. And I think Vogue was a prime example of that affirmation because I was telling my mom, we all know the Bad Bunny trend, right? The debí tirar más fotos. So that trend, I participated in it, but my video did not go viral. So I was very shocked when Vogue messaged me and was like, we want to highlight your video. Because my video didn't go viral. I got 50,000 views. We all know, like, okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But not... I saw videos that were had a million. They had a million views, a million likes. And I'm over here, like, with 50K, you know?
Yeah.
So I told my mom, like, I think that video made me feel seen. Because it just reminded me, like, okay, one, keep going.
Yeah.
Two, people are watching.
Yep.
People are watching. And three, you definitely have angels taking care of you. Because I was, and to this day, I'm still shocked. And, you know, and when Vogue hit me up, because they hit me up. They slid in my DMs, and I thought it was a scam.
She's like, where's that blue check? Where's that blue check?
At first, I was like, this is not them.
Yeah.
No, and it was them. And they didn't tell me any details. All they said was, hey, we want to feature this video. So they sent me the video.
crazy.
They were like, we want to feature this video in a project. And in a project with YouTube. They didn't even say Bad Bunny. They were just like with YouTube.
My
so, like,
God.
can we, you know? And I was just like, yeah, of course. Of course. So I said yes, and then here we are. Here we are we got highlighted in a Bad Bunny interview with Vogue Mexico.
So,
And I'm a Mexicana. Like, it's,
No.
it's just like, you know.
I was fucking scrolling
So good.
and I was like watching it, and then I see your video and I was like, ain't no fucking way. I was like, oh my God. I was like, bitch, like, I was fangirling.
Yeah.
One, I was like, I follow you, so I'm like, wow. I know that your brother and your dad are your angelitos, and like you talk about them a lot, and like you ride so hard for your family. And I'm like, the fact that like that was used in Benito's project, I was like,
I know.
Insane.
I was like, this bitch could die happy. Like this bitch has made it.
I was literally like Vogue Mexico.
Yep.
Benito's video.
yeah.
Like that is fucking insane. I was so happy for you. I was like, I could only imagine how
Yeah.
they're feeling right now. And
And
I'm like, it's
imagine-
your family as a whole
Yes,
too. Like
yes.
that. Oh.
And imagine how excited we were, and we're like viewing from afar. We're not even in like your inner circle. We can't even
Yeah.
fathom what was going on like in your brain,
In
or
my
even your
brain?
mom. Like,
My mom's reaction was everything, and I don't know if y'all saw the reaction
Yes.
video,
Yeah.
but I surprised her, and I was just like, "Oh, mom, let's look." I was like, "Here, siéntate. Vamos a ver, te quiero enseñar algo." And then she had no idea what was going on, and then next thing you know, my dad and my brother pop up on the screen. And I think the beauty of this all is the fact that my home You know, my very Latino home was on Vogue, and I had someone made that comment. Someone made that comment, and I screenshotted it, and somebody was like, "It makes me so happy to see a house that I grew up in be featured on Vogue," because you know we can all talk about how like Latinos live, and like we have tiliches everywhere, and that's what we call like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like we have tiliches everywhere. My mom has manteles here, manteles over there, cuadros over here, a bunch of pictures over there, you know, and all of that is reflected in those photos that I had with my brother and my dad. So I just was truly honored, and I felt very seen, because I don't know what it was about my video, because I wasn't the only one that participated in that trend. I was one of thousands maybe, you know, who wanted to share how they felt with that song. And they highlighted me and another girl. So it was two of us. And I also thought it was crazy that we're both from South Central.
Oh.
Yeah, so the other girl, it was a picture compilations of her and her abuelita. And I followed her because I was like, yo, this is big for us, you know, and I still follow her and I like seeing her content. But it was both of us, like they highlighted her pictures and my video, and I just thought that's always, obviously Vogue is a dream. As a fashion creator, as a fashion girly, anything with Vogue is definitely a dream of mine. So to be featured in that project and for it to be tied with Bad Bunny.
Yes.
Girl.
It's like the cherry on top. Like
I literally was like, that's my man. I was like, he knows.
I'm like, he knows who you are.
My man knows Wednesday.
I would hope so, right? He has
absolutely.
He saw the. He saw the project. He saw the project.
100%.
Yeah.
So that also being said, the right eyes are always on you. So like
Benito,
Adidas, if you out there, if you want to plug that right now, because it is 10:30, so I know something.
Yeah. So apparently Adidas is taking people to. No, I'm not going.
Okay.
I hope I do.
Not yet.
But Adidas is taking people to PR. Yeah. So I Adidas, if you see this,
You better
tap in.
this is my audition tape. Take your girl, because we were on Vogue with Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is definitely a goal of mine. I'm not afraid to say it, because I want it to come true. If it doesn't, it's okay. I know in my heart that I tried my best to put myself out there. But Vogue alone, that like you said, girl.
Like you have that shit on your fucking portfolio, your resume, like,
everything,
featured in Vogue.
And I rewatched that interview so many times, and not just because we're in it, but I love the interview itself. I think everything Bad Bunny says in the interview was so beautiful, and I just love to rewatch it. I rewatch it here and there.
Like, I'm like, girl, the fact that this is part of his project, trust me, he had eyes. Yeah. Like what I do for work, we had a project with Vogue Mexico specifically.
Oh yeah.
Every piece of it, trust me, it's at one point there's no way.
I just want to know, and my mom and I talk about this all the time. I want to know how the selection process went. Yeah. Like, did he pick
That's what I'm saying,
the video?
His team,
or like maybe someone is following you and they're like, hey, like.
Immediately that went to my head. I was like, oh no, like you've been watched, whether it's his team, whether it was in parallel, but it's a selection for sure.
And you know what's crazy? Prior to Vogue reaching out, my video was also featured on Good Morning America.
Oh wow!
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, I was interviewed for the exact same video by Good Morning America. So I have two publications in 1 year. I have Good Morning America. Yeah, I have Good Morning America and Vogue. So I don't know if they saw the Good Morning America. I don't know if they saw that. I have no idea. But all I know is that
I'm in it.
I'm in it. I'm in it. No, like, it's just, yeah, I'm very grateful for that. Like you said, girl, I could die happy.
She's like, Benito knows who I am.
Hello.
No, that's iconic.
Very.
And if you guys know what we're talking about, you guys need to tap in.
Yeah.
Because
it's called 12 Hours with Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico, and it's on YouTube.
Yes. Yeah. It's beautiful.
I know, I love it so much.
I appreciate all of this support.
No, girl, we love it. We love seeing Latinas win, and that's also kind of why we wanted you here to kind of like, just so other people know who you are, give you your flowers, and like maybe you're tapping into an audience that doesn't know who you are to just help you grow.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And then one thing about us too, within like the guests and everyone we bring in, is to also like you know, we're Latinas in our community, and like our followers are Latinas as well. So I mean, Latinas. We're like, guys, like look at the places that our people are getting into. Like we can do this. Like
We matter.
you know,
We're here, baby.
yes.
Oh, we are.
We're taking
we
up
matter.
space.
No,
we're not going
Okay.
nowhere.
We ain't going anywhere. And on that note,
Yeah.
what's one issue that you wish non-Latinos understood about our comunidad?
Ooh, what's an issue that non-Latinos? Oh, I think this is a big one, and I think folks need to stop grouping everyone as like Mexicans. You know, because there's a lot of Central American erasure. There's a lot of Caribbean erasure. So that's a big issue in my book. Like I will fight for my Central American sisters and brothers and Caribbean brothers and sisters, because I even me, I had to unlearn that. Like when I was in high school, I was very like Mexico, but then like in college, I learned a lot about the history of like U.S. imperialism on like, you know, other countries and just, you know, what the U.S. has done to like El Salvador and just in general in like Central America. So I think that is an issue that non-Latinos need to learn. Like there's not just Mexico, there's El Salvador, there's Honduras, there's Guatemala, there's Costa Rica, there's Colombia, there's DR, you know, like there's a lot.
There's a lot of us. We're not just... We're multifaceted.
Yeah, very. And I know Latinos are not a monolith, but still, it's just like good history to, you know, differentiate people, because it's also very ignorant to group everyone as one.
1,000%.
But I think that is definitely one thing that folks forget. I think we are very Mexico centered, and as a Mexicana, I'm very proud to have that conversation. I think we need to make room for the rest of our, you know, Latinos, Latinx folks in our community.
Yeah, we literally need to band together, especially during
times like this.
These times, like there's no like you're over there, we're over here. No, we have to be one, because that's the only way we're gonna get through this.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I know there's also issues within, which are issues that are valid, but definitely acknowledging one another even more now more than ever is very important.
Yeah, I agree.
What's one thing that, just given the state of our country, and I feel like our community just keeps getting hit left and right and left and right.
Like,
what's something that like gives you hope right now, and then what's something that scares you?
I think something that gives me hope right now is how people have really been standing on business. I think seeing the boycotts happen and folks actually being intentional with their money, because for folks that don't know, the Latino, like, our spending power is insane. I think we have the highest. I think, right? I think we have. I think our dollars mean a lot. So I think we really have to be intentional. People have been. So I'm very proud of that. I think that gives me hope that we have been boycotting certain companies and making sure that our money goes to the right people. I think that gives me hope, because the key, not the key, but a good important part of like the revolution is definitely boycotting and like, you know, what's that word? Gatekeeping that dollar, right? Because that's where you get them, baby. Exactly. That's where you get them. You get the U.S. through its economy, and that's one. But I think what scares me is how backwards we're going in our administration. You know, I think certain bills being passed is just very alarming, and I think, I don't want to say that I'm losing hope, but it's getting hard. I think it's getting very, very hard, and I think what scares me is the fact that it's gonna get ugly before it gets pretty again. And that's what I fear. I fear like riots. I fear
people are gonna be in.
The thing is, people are gonna, especially with the legislation that just passed, like
this week alone.
People are gonna get sick. Like
people are gonna start stealing.
Yeah,
start robbing
crime
from each
rate,
other.
Like, yeah,
it's gonna go through the roof.
Insane.
And it's not only gonna hurt all the communities that are basically all over the country, but it's also just gonna add to that negative narrative of our people.
Yeah.
And that I can't fucking stand.
Yeah.
But conversations are important to be had, and I know I'm having them. And my family, I am the problematic one, and and the problematic in the sense of like not, because I feel like there's two sides of problematic. Like to my family, I'm problematic because I stand up and I speak up, right? But then there's the other problematic of like where you are bad and you're toxic. I'm not that one. I am the one that speaks up and challenges my household, and I'm always in debates at home all the time. I don't say certain things around me because I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna check you, and I'm literally gonna, what's that word?
You're like, I'm gonna educate you.
I'm gonna ruin this dinner.
No, if that is not me to a T, like you picked the right bitch on the wrong day. Because one thing about me, if you think you're gonna say something to me, I'm gonna get my lick back, and you're not gonna like it.
You're such an Aries.
I was like,
you are such an Aries.
I'm like, you're not gonna like it, and I'm gonna be throwing facts at you, and maybe a little shade here and there.
Oh, she's such an Aries.
Yeah, I know.
I love it.
Through and through.
Melly's like, no, yes.
I know my cousin. I know my people.
Okay, so this is a question we ask all our guests. So the name of our podcast is El Efecto Podcast, which translates to impact. So our period. So with that being said, what does that mean to you? And is there a specific moment that's had a big impact on you, or like what is the impact you want to have with your content for your community that you're building?
I think for me, when I think of like El Efecto or impact, what I would like folks to take away from my content is definitely confidence. I want folks to feel inspired and to feel like, okay, I can do whatever it is that I want to do. And two, I can, if I want to change my outfit aesthetic, or if I want to try something new, I'm going to do it because Wednesday does, you know? I like to say all the time, I do not like to be boxed in because I'm very multifaceted, multidimensional. And I have like different aesthetics. Like I could not to toot my own horn, but I could body every aesthetic out there. Yes. So I want folks to feel the same. Like if there's one thing that I want to have an impact on is that, you know, to be proud of like who you are, to be proud of like where you come from, but to also just learn how to love yourself unapologetically. Take up space, because I know I do. Take up space, but also like I hope that you build the courage to wear whatever the hell you want. If you want to wear that crop top, wear the crop top. If you want to wear those baggy jeans, you know, those that oversized tee, if you want to wear your hair up, you want to have moños, whatever, like I just hope that people just be like, okay, damn, like she rocks that, she looks so good, I want to do that. Yes.
You're about to see me with a belt and bangles.
Yeah, if I see you with belt and bangles.
Literally, every time I leave, I'm be like, fuck, I need to add something.
Like, hold on.
No, and you should. That's honestly a good way to think, because I think like that too. When I look at my outfit, I'm like, okay, is this, and it's crazy that you said Wednesday, because that's what I call myself too. I'll be like, is this Wednesday enough?
Yeah.
You know,
would Wednesday approve? What would Wednesday do?
Yeah, and I love that because my friends tell me that. My friends tell me that when they're dressing up, that they always think like, what would Wednesday wear?
Aww.
Would she wear this? And I'm like, yes, that's the Wednesday effect.
Yeah, I know. Literally, we're gonna be like, fuck, we need to do
hashtag the Wednesday effect.
Like, it's Wednesday. It's just like,
trademark that shit.
I saw Regina George wearing army pants.
Yes.
I saw Wednesday wearing army pants and flip flops.
You just gave me an idea. We have to do a TikTok with that.
Oh my god, that's
okay,
so funny.
period.
Before we leave,
yes.
Okay,
God.
let's do it.
How can people? So you, as like a content creator, and you know, posting out your content as a content creator. How can people show up for Latina creators like you beyond just a like and a follow?
Oh, I think showing up for us, definitely reposting our content is a big one. I think besides a like and a follow, doing research, like deep diving and on TikTok and looking for like micro creators, I think that's a big one. I think people get stuck and like I'm not mad at it, but I think people only look at the ones that are like really big and they don't even bother to try to support the little ones. But in reality is in this world, like the little ones be getting like really big partnerships and stuff too. So we know, like I said, the right eyes are always on us. Like there's brands that I've worked with and I'm like, oh damn, like you're working with me and I'm so small. So I think naming us in rooms that we're not in, like putting us on to your friends. Like if you come across me or any other Latina creator and you see like they're small, like tell people about them, tell people about us. So I think besides a like and a follow, definitely reposting the content, talking about our content, and just sharing our page with other people, I think is a big one, and giving us a chance.
That is so important. And then I was telling you this when we were setting up the room, but that's how I found you.
Yeah.
Because I started my content creator journey last year, but I was like, I want to follow Latina creators. So I literally was just like on the hunt, like looking and whatnot. And then I came across you, and through you, I found other Latina and smaller creators. But these girls have a following. These girls are getting deals. They're literally at influencer events with some of your favorite influencers.
No, literally.
You were just at the Salud event. Oh, was that you?
No, I wasn't. My friends were.
Oh, did you go to? But you've been in. Yeah, you've been to them.
I've been in spaces with like your faves. Yeah. So it's just like we can be there. We should be there. But of course, in the influencer world, you know, numbers do matter, and we're gonna get to those numbers. But until then, that's where you come in.
Yeah, y'all heard that?
That's where you come in.
So
and, you know,
go comment. I mean, go follow.
Yeah,
repost
everything.
Talk about it.
And then you mentioned the word like brands and partnerships, and I was like always thinking about this. But what is like that dream brand that you want to work with?
Oh, I've been wanting to work with like Dr. Martens for a minute. Like I would love for them to send me shoes, but it'd be paid, you know, paid partnership, not just a gift. But I think like you know,
styling it.
Yeah, like I think Dr. Martens, and I think that's me thinking small. Like Dr. Martens, not small. Not that I'm calling them small, but like I think that is like a shorter term.
I think that's attainable.
Like I think that's attainable. That's why I say it. But it is a dream because I love Dr. Martens. Like I wear I have their boots and I love them all the time. But I think like a bigger one would be, I think I want to say that I could put myself up there with like higher end brands, like, you know, like Prada, Telfar. Ooh, Telfar is a big one.
I can see that. Yeah.
That would be iconic.
Yeah, I would love to work with like Telfar, and I've done content for like Prada Beauty, but I would like to work with them like on the apparel
fashion side,
you know, like the bags and everything.
Yeah,
definitely the high end girls, like the high end girlies. I would love like a Mason Margiela partnership. You know, I'm not French, but is it Jacquemus?
Yeah,
I love that brand. Oh my god, I've been a fan for like years. So definitely, you know, getting my goal as a fashion creator is definitely to get on like the higher end side.
I was gonna go to Paris Fashion Week, baby.
That is a dream of mine, and it just happened.
I'm like, we need to
No, you would be.
Oh my god, Willie.
Yes,
hello,
girl.
You would be perfect for him.
I would be perfect for Willie.
You would.
Yeah.
You would.
So and he has some like LA stuff too, like his recent Adidas.
Yep.
Here too. Yeah.
And also too, I mean, Adidas. I haven't worked with y'all, so
I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't think have I worked with Adidas yet? No.
Not yet.
I don't think I have.
When they pick you to go to PR.
Oh, yeah.
You know. It's coming up. It's coming.
It's going to happen.
And on that, like, what's next for you? What's next for Wednesday? How can our community support that?
What's next for Wednesday? I think I'm actually in a, I'm kind of in a, what is it? I don't know what to name the phase that I'm in, but I don't have any like big particular projects happening. I do have content series that I'm like working on. Like I have a series called Fitted in the City,
Ooh.
which I really, really love. So it's basically just me being like fitted, outfit, like, styled up in different cities. And I'm highlighting small businesses or like landmarks in that city while I'm doing it. So that's like that's like a series that I'm working on. I have a couple series. I can't lie. I'm over here saying what's next. I'm over here thinking like partnership wise, I don't have anything brewing just yet. But personally, like I have a couple series that I've been working on. I have another one that's called 29 Things I'm Doing to Prep for My 30s. So I have a couple like those. That is some content that's been sitting. So I have a couple of those episodes that I need to edit. But I'm really excited. Like I was just telling her that I did a pitch video for Adidas.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a pitch video that should be live right now because I'm really trying to get sent out to see Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But I've had a really good year. Like I had a couple partnerships earlier this year. Vogue was one. So right now it's kind of like chill, but I'm taking that as a moment to like breathe and like recollect myself to go ham the rest of the year.
Yeah. All right, and then also let our followers know where can they find you? What's that at? TikTok, Instagram, whole thing.
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. And my ad is the same. It's Wednesday with 2 Y's and a 14 because that's my favorite number.
Oh.
But my goal is I want to get on YouTube next year.
Yes. Oh my God,
be
please.
perfect.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, we're so excited. Thank you so much for being our first guest of 2025. Honestly,
Wait, that's still crazy
I know.
to me. Oh shit, because we're in
we're in July, bruh.
Yeah, you're right.
It only took us 7 months, but it's no pasa nada. But no, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's
a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, with that, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. And as always, we will see you in the next episode. And don't forget to go show Wednesday some love. Bye.